When you apply to become a taxi driver, there's several things you have to do, including a knowledge test, a medical. One of the main things is a disclosure and barring service check. It's basically to check your criminal history and that you're a person of good standing. Well, from what I read, it's not really all it's cracked up to be. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright. I'm not too bad. Let me know how you are in the comments and that everything's alright with your worlds and that you're well. That's the main thing. Thank you everybody for your support with the channel, by the way. We're doing great guns, we really are. Please continue to support Andy the Gabby Cabby. Like, subscribe, share the content and, you know, mix in and interact with everybody here. It's all great. Well, when you apply to be a taxi driver, as I said, you have to do a DBS check, disclosure and barring service, to check your basic criminal history. Now, we get an awful lot of, I suppose, foreign nationals, you could call them, coming into the trade who will do a DBS check. And I've often wondered, how in depth does it go? Does it actually go into any possible criminality that might have been committed in another country? I've never got the answer to that question. And every 3 years you have to do one of these checks again. I mean, I've been doing it 12 years, so you can imagine how many I've done. Now the problem is, in that 3-year period, a taxi driver could misbehave and do something of a criminal nature and have their license revoked. Now a loophole for said taxi driver would be to go and get themselves licensed in another area and continue working. And if they've done anything particularly bad or obscene, it could happen again. So what the government have talked about doing is encouraging all licensing areas, all licensing authorities to cooperate in a big national database. So if somebody does get their license revoked from one area, their details go in a database, and then if they apply for a license in another area, hang on a minute, what's this guy done? And he won't get licensed. I think, you know, depending on what they have done to get their license taken off them in the first place, it will make things safer. But I do worry about the overall vetting process and what's going on with the industry, because we do have a national shortage of taxi drivers in many areas. So whether this is a good thing or not, it will weed out some of the more serious cases, no doubt. I mean, I read something about a guy that was a cab driver that actually killed somebody. So it's very worrying when you hear stuff like that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I put a link in the description to the government article where you can read the details in full. I look forward to reading what you've put. I'll see you soon with one more. Toodaloo.